through the traffic. Dustin Martin, the first of about 38, flicks it out. Greg a little too hot for Floston. He's back into the lineup this week. Went back and got it. Grimes, Martin, Ellis, Grimes.
Just to get him on the board, make him feel good about himself.
Coming off a lean week last week too, Jack, so just the one goal.
They were all lean.
The don't argue, that's true. No room to move whatsoever. Lewis Taylor stolen by Dustin Martin. And the mark last on defence by Andrews. Line couldn't pluck it. McIntosh, Martin, and cut off by Beams. He had
an easy entry.
Cochin down the spine. Martin, and now they run. He's got Rewalt out wide, or he's got Grigg. Great bounce and trap. Brisbane Bombers had a chance to put them away and didn't. Martin out of the centre. Mays, caddy, 50 out. Dusty. Not sure who was going for.
Extreme pressure for this game. They've held up extremely well, and now they've just taken control in this quarter.
Dustin Martin tried to take control here to Edwards for the instant reply. Did not even look. But a big 6 minutes to come here before the main change. Grigg. Dustin Martin, time to spend it wisely. Into the middle to the congestion. A Rewalt direction. Harris Andrews, a huge fist. Martin got the break away and got a high one to the face.
Gee, how does that become high contact? He was initiating it.
Miles dropped in the tackle by on the ladder, up for grabs if they can win this afternoon. Martin. Ellis on grab in opposition to Martin. Dusty Martin.
1-on-2 though. Yeah. Got to find some better options, the Lions.
Dustin Martin in space. Heads long, and McStay. Good mark with his hands. Back out to 17 points. Nankervis down to Miles, to Martin. Back to Nankervis. Caught. Didn't look like a legal disposal. Got away with it. Martin rolls it inside 50. Rio.
Perfect, and it wasn't.
Grigg shot to Martin. There's the push off. Don't argue on Zorko.
We do see it a bit, Dwayne, don't we?
Yeah. And he stands up in that tackle as well. Miles wide. Edwards just out of his reach. Martin leads back at him. Pops it. Got it. Held it long enough. We played on. Didn't know he was going to be paid the mark, so he gets a second chance to go back.
He definitely talked the umpire into thinking that he didn't know whether he was going to be paid or not.
One of the Brownlow picks from many experts at the moment. Dustin Martin. Contract price rising by the second this season. And this to settle it all down again. And this is to the near side, and they have kept Brisbane in it with their inaccuracy. Miles. Martin, wide, Lambert.
Line there, everybody up and out, and Hipwood in the goal square against Rance.
Dustin Martin getting a ton of it. Touch play on the call. Richmond have found another gear, and the Lions match it, and Dustin Martin is the man who's lifted the gear. In the hole, held his ground, floats it on Rioli a little. Cox is with him, thumped away. Dustin Martin's having a party at the moment. It's a Sharon party. They're all invited.
Minor end as far as impact is concerned, but you can see the act. And
yeah, it needs to be more.
The umpire did.
Hipwood. Well, short towards Caddy. Used his body beautifully. Stephen Martin comes back at him. Oh, he danced inside him with ease. And now the Dusty one-on-one if Cochin wants it. He goes to it. Here it is. The one-on-one we're after. Robertson, free kick against him. Oh, that's just downright nasty.
He did pretty well.
You know what, guys? I love the fact that Cochin saw the one-on-one and went for it. He could have had a shot then, Cochin, but said, you know what? We're going to get a good one-on-one. He has a great kick from Cochin.
So why is he holding the man?
Martin has the biggest handful of his jumper.
And 50.
Well, 50 doesn't matter for me.
Worth giving away? just for the fun of it.
You know what? He
That's
was
really poorly
he was
umpired.
really unlucky.
Now, Lee Fishers knows this. Before the ball gets there, Martin, part of his strength package, he grabs the jumper. That's holding the man.
So you think he sucked him in?
Absolutely. Suck the umpire in. Ideally, you're meant to be running past and receive it, but if you can do something, well and good.
And it was Beams and Martin at that stoppage.
Martin got away with the clearance inside 50. Nankervis delightful. And Presti is having one of his best games of the year.
Running that the young players and the senior players really have to work on.
Biggest margin of the game right now. Martin hacks it out of the middle. Great
Opponent who crumbed the ball and kicked the goal, Eric Hipwood.
Martin. Touch play on, so this will be tough. McStusson, couple of boos. Oh, the crowd wanted him to get ball in for sure. Martin, Edwards, oh, they're lining up. Cochin, little poke kick.
Clever kick.
Held by Reece Matheson as well as Stephen Martin does the ruck work. Caddy through traffic. Dustin Martin gets on the end of it from Nankervis and blasts it long and brings the house down.
There's so many comparisons made between the two best players in the comp at this point in time in Patrick Dangerfield and Dustin Martin. Dangerfield is so wonderful in so many areas, but this bloke kicks it like very few others, Jason.
And I was really thrilled with the work of Toby Nankervis.
Up nice in a revolt. Had to thump it from behind. Martin's back on, as you can see. Flicked it out. Short. Miles. He's got Martin long in the one-on-one. And he gets it off the back of the pack. Oh, gee.
Just rushed it. He could have turned around and run in. He had all the time in the world.
The middle for too long, but as the season's drawn on, he spent more.
That works. Butler to Dustin Martin. Toward Cochin. May's got a fist on it. Miles half flicks it. Martin. One to go too forward. Crowd want ball. Martin. Little don't argue from Dusty. And he's 3 Brownlow votes bound, you'd think. Hands it off to Nankervis.
So, Dusty, talk about the disappointment from last week. You guys needed a good response, and you got that.
Yeah, well, we were incredibly disappointed with last week, so couldn't wait to get out and make amends. It wasn't pretty today, but got the job done, which is nice.
First quarter was excellent. That second quarter, they fought back extremely well. Second half, did you put it on yourself to get the game going?
Yeah, we all need to lift. Dimmer got us going at half-time, so it was good to come out and respond.
What about your little battle with Nick Robertson? How'd that go today?
Yeah, it was good fun. A bit annoying, but a bit of fun.
You enjoy that kind of stuff?
Oh, not really. Not when they're punching you all day, but oh well, it is what it is.
Mate, go and enjoy it, mate. You deserve it. You just got yourself another 3 votes. Well done, mate.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
That was some funny comments, wasn't it? I don't really enjoy getting punched all day.
He is one of the superstars, the most watchable players in the competition right now. They might only need 2 cameras, Brownlow night.